Hey guys, I'm back and I've got braces. I only have them on my tops right now. I don't have them on the bottom. I'm gonna get them on the bottom in June, and I'll get into that in a minute. But I wanted to make a video about my first couple days with braces. So I was thinking I would go into a little bit of detail of what it was like to get them on and what my first couple days have been like, in case anybody is interested. I'm still getting used to smiling. And I've discovered that now when I'm just kind of sitting around, I have resting bitch face because of the way, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the way my face goes now that I have braces, it makes me look like I'm mad or that I'm making a mean face when I'm not trying to. Is that a thing? Does that happen to other people with braces? I don't know, but I'm like, catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, whoa, are you mad? What is that about? I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I now have resting bitch face. So if you see me in a video and I look mad, I'm probably not. It's just the braces. Alright, so I got my braces on Saturday and today is Tuesday. So that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today's my fourth day. It hasn't been that bad. There have been a couple little things that are pretty darn irritating, but overall, I'm okay. I'm dealing with it. Again, I'm smiling. I don't know how to smile anymore. It weirds me out. I was in the grocery store right after I had them put on, and when I was done ringing out, the cashier was like, have a nice day, and I went to smile and say, have a nice day too. And when I went to smile, I was like, oh no. Like, I went to smile, then I had to stop myself because I feel like I look ridiculous. It's a lot to get used to. So anyway, I got them put on Saturday, went to the orthodontist, and it was kind of like how I remember it being when I was 15 and had braces. I got there, they did molds of my tops and bottoms with like clay or whatever it is they use, and they took x-rays, and then they put me in a chair, and what did they do? They had to take my spacers out, the spacers that I had in the first video I made, and they had to put these big anchor things on. I forget what they're actually called, but they're like an anchor in the back on your molars, if you can see. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know if anything is blurry in the camera. But they put them on my bottoms and my tops, even though I wasn't getting braces on the bottom. And my lips are dry. That's something else. It makes my lips incredibly dry for some reason, so I have to keep putting chapstick on. Alright, so they put my brackets on, and then it was the orthodontist technician. It wasn't the orthodontist. She put my the actual brackets on each tooth. She glues them on each tooth, and then to connect the wire to them, she took the little rubber bands, the little tiny rubber bands, and she put them on each one of the brackets, and it held the wire in place. And that wasn't bad. None of this hurt, by the way. The only thing that was a little bit uncomfortable was when they put this bottom big anchor thing in. The spacer that I had down there to make the space in between my molars for the bracket to go on, my spacer had split. So it was just filling up the bottom of the tooth, and it wasn't making a space at the top of the tooth. And so there wasn't room to put this anchor. So it literally took two people to like manhandle it and try to like squash it down. And so that was not the most pleasant thing, but they got it on. Sorry, I feel like I'm spitting. Stuff keeps happening and I have no control. So right after the braces, I was starving because I was there for about 2 hours. So right afterwards, my husband and I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and he ate wings, and I attempted to eat macaroni and cheese because I thought that would be easy to eat. But by that point, all of the wires and the sharp pointy things that are inside of my mouth started really killing me, and I kept chewing my cheek for some reason. I don't know if my cheek is swollen or what, but my cheek kept going in between my teeth, and so anytime I would bite down, I was literally eating my face and chewing my cheek off. And so eating was really hard. So I would take one little piece of macaroni and like kind of put it far back in my mouth and try to swallow it whole without having to move anything in here because it just kept scraping and pulling and snagging. Yes, literally my lips were snagging on the braces. It was pretty bad. But I had 2 mixed drinks with some whiskey in them, so that helped a lot. And if you're an adult like me and you can drink the day of your braces, I recommend that. I also had some wine when I got home because I wasn't going to be able to eat dinner. I had given up eating at that point after the mac and cheese. I was like, that's it, I'm done. I won't eat for 15 months, whatever. So I drank a lot of wine and I had no pain whatsoever. So the next morning I woke up and I still didn't have pain from the braces, but my mouth was just raw. The mouth sores were just everywhere. So I couldn't really talk and couldn't really do anything. And I definitely couldn't chew because it just kept scraping and all that stuff in my mouth. So for breakfast, I had oatmeal, which again, I would like kind of throw it back and try to swallow it whole. So that was delicious. And for lunch, I had a smoothie, which you would think would be really easy to deal with, but actually sucking on a straw, that hurts because all of my teeth feel loose. They feel really loose, like they're gonna fall out. So when you suck on a straw, it causes pressure in your mouth, and it made my teeth feel even more loose, which I really didn't like. So I did not enjoy drinking a smoothie, and I did not have dinner. And so yesterday I had the same exact things, oatmeal and a smoothie, because I just didn't know what else to do. And today I actually ate scrambled eggs and pancakes. I was able to chew kind of like a cow chews. This morning I was chewing like like all crazy, trying to move my teeth in a very particular way and chew very slowly so I wasn't eating my face. And tonight I'm going to attempt to eat pad thai for dinner. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't had any staining yet. I got the pearl bands put on. That was the one that my orthodontist recommended, but we'll see how it goes. I did have some coffee today, but I brushed my teeth right afterwards. And I haven't had anything too stained because I was eating, like I said, oatmeal and then like banana smoothies. So I didn't really have any staining foods. I'm gonna try to avoid stuff that stains as much as I can. I switched to white wine instead of red, so that's going to be helpful. I was even considering for 4th of July, because that's like the biggest holiday at my house, to go like red, white, and blue for my bands. I can put any color bands on I want. I know I am like 38 years old, but still, I'm wearing braces, might as well embrace the braces. So I might do red, white, and blue and do some fun stuff with it instead of just trying to make them disappear. Might play with it. I don't know. I'm still considering it. What else? So yeah, I'm drooling a little bit. I'm spitting a lot. Brushing teeth. Oh, brushing teeth does hurt a little bit just from the pressure of the toothbrush going back and forth. I have to brush softer than I normally brush. But then I kind of overbrush too because I'm so like, is there food in there? What's going on in here? So I end up brushing my teeth longer than I used to brush them, but softer, and it doesn't feel good to brush them. I have flossed. I finally flossed today, and that was kind of an ordeal trying to get the little flosser things in between the brackets. 2 of my teeth are really tight and the brackets are so close together. If you can see, I'll show you. Right here, these 2 brackets are so close together. It's really hard to get anything in there. It's like my teeth are literally just on top of each other and it's hard to get like a piece of floss up in there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. What else? Oh, on these 2 teeth, these are my 2 most crooked teeth. They put something called ligature springs. I think that's what they were called. It's like an extra piece of metal they put on top of these brackets, and she like twisted the metal like this to make it really tight. And when they put those things on, that did hurt. I felt it then, but they don't hurt now. I wouldn't notice them now. So what else? What else is going on in my mouth? Wax has been my best friend. On this bottom anchor thing that they put in here, it's not formed very well to my tooth, and the metal sticks out and it's sharp, and it's been slicing my tongue. So for the first 2 days, I had a really hard time getting the wax on because it's the furthest tooth in the back, and your tooth has to be kind of dry. So trying to get my tooth dry was almost impossible. And then I'd go to get the wax on and the wax would just fall off. So I didn't really wear the wax for the first 2 days. So my tongue was just like sliced. But I managed to get the wax on yesterday and today, and it's been a lifesaver. So if you can get the wax on, do that. But then it also sucks because you can't eat with the wax. If you eat with the wax, all the food gets stuck in the wax and it's disgusting. So you have to take the wax out to eat, and then you got to spend a half an hour getting the wax back in. So eating is really a challenge at this point. I'm hoping my mouth gets used to all of this stuff that is going on in there, and it toughens up and gets some calluses or something. So this isn't so much of an issue. But that's where I'm at right now. I did take Tylenol yesterday and today. I did have tooth pain, actual, like from my braces. I had some pain yesterday and today. It wasn't that bad though. I just felt it coming on and took the Tylenol and it went away. So it wasn't that bad. The majority of my pain is from the metal stuff in my mouth, not actually the like movement of my teeth. Right now, at least. I mean, they do feel loose, but it's not pain, which is good, because I remember when I was a teenager and I had them, it hurt a lot worse. But maybe my teeth were a lot worse at that time. They were pretty bad. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else right now. If you guys have any questions about the braces or the experience, just let me know down below and I'll answer them the best I can. I just hurt my cheek. It keeps slipping in my teeth. I don't know what the heck that is. So yeah, if anybody else has braces and is watching this, let me know. Does that happen to you? Do you start eating your, I'm spitting again. Do you start eating your face with braces? Is that a thing? It's awful. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, let me know. And I will probably do some more update videos as I get into this journey with braces. I don't have another appointment until June. They're going to leave this as is for 8 weeks. And then when I go in June, they're going to put the bottoms on. And I guess they maybe change the wire up top or tighten it or change the bands. I don't really know what they do. We'll see when I get there. But I've got 8 weeks like this. So if anything changes in here before the 8 weeks is up, I'll let you guys know. If not, I'll just do another braces update in 8 weeks when I go back to the orthodontist and let you know what happens when I get my bottom ones on. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.